Bravo, bravo, bravo. Hello. Welcome, class of 2029. How are you? We need more energy. Welcome, class of 2029. How are you? That's better, that's better. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Saul Núñez. I'm Senior Manager of Global Recruitment for IE University. And today is my pleasure to be here with you, welcome you at this session of starting of the year. So first of all, thanks for being here, all the people that is with us, our guests of honors and speakers, and welcome to this session. Before starting, I want you to take a deep breath with me and take ownership of this ceremony. Today, you're starting a new stage in your life. You're starting your days as IE students. And that is something that is going to be together with you for the rest of your life. So be proud of it and enjoy this ceremony. Today, probably you're feeling nervous, anxious, or excited, all of that together at the same time. That is perfectly normal. We are very aware of that. And today, maybe you're going to meet some friends that you're going to have for the rest of your life, maybe something more than a friendship, and well, let's see where the future takes us. Today, it's very important to realize that you are here, you're starting your IE journey. And the next 4 or 5 years this is gonna be your home and also for the rest of your life. So it's worth pausing as you start this next chapter and thinking about what you want out of it, and also who you want to be. Those are 2 crucial questions that you have to answer in the next few days and that are going to be together with you. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. There's all the staff of the university that is always going to be available for supporting your journey with us. And also, it's one train away from us. There's a group of people that are doing exactly the same. So, Segovia campus, can you hear us right now?
Hi, Saul. Yes, we can. How's it going over there? Hi, IE Tower.
Hello, hello. Everything just fine. Thank you very much, Elisa. Just starting the ceremony around here.
Very nice. Hey, Segovia, let's show the spirit that you have, and let's make some noise so that Madrid can hear you.
Wow. Wow. Okay, we can do that better than them. Madrid, how are we?
Amazing spirit over there as well, Saul. Amazing spirit over there, Saul. Really great to see.
Absolutely. Well, we're looking forward to go to visit you, Elisa, and to try the best cochinillo in the world. I hope you'll be prepared for us.
Thanks so much, Saul. Yes, it's true that Segovia is very well known for the best cochinillo in the entire world. So for those of you who do not know yet what cochinillo is, We'll let you research that on your own so that you can have a good idea of the culinary specialties. That's one of the great things about the IE undergraduate campuses is that there are two amazing cities, Segovia and Madrid, to explore with amazing activities and also the amazing food. And so Saul will definitely be coming to Madrid also for the amazing student events over there that are happening. I know that IE Day is coming up, for example, on September 17th. So we'll see you there at the IE Tower.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to keep getting to know each other better. We're going to have in this live event. And, well, see you later, Lisa.
See you later, Saul. Enjoy the ceremony, everyone. Take care.
Perfect. All right.
Amazing.
So today we have 5 special speakers. And without further ado, I would like to ask you to welcome on the stage the president of IE University, Santiago Iñiguez.
Good morning, dear distinguished guests, students. It's a great honor for me to welcome you to this opening day of your degree. Allow me to start with a story. Probably some of you have visited Greece, Athens, and you may have taken the time to go to one of the enclaves that is very close to the capital of Greece, Athens. It's called Delphi. It's where the famous oracle was based centuries ago. And 5 centuries actually before our era, a very prominent member of the Athenian society who was called Socrates, you may have heard of him, I'm sure. Socrates, who was a philosopher, a thinker, visited the oracle, which was actually the place where many Athenians came to ask for their fate, their future, or even family things or their concerns. So Socrates' question was, who's the wisest person on earth? And the oracle, as you probably know, responded, well, it is you. So Socrates was puzzled. He was very intrigued because he didn't understand what was the meaning. He didn't consider himself the wisest person on earth. So he started his own search and realized after some time that every time he approached any of the people he considered wise, they had lots of responses. They responded actually very quickly to his questions. And even more, the fact was that they didn't have questions. They weren't doubtful about anything. They had very strong, convictions. So he came to the conclusion that what the oracle meant was that he was the wisest because he still realized that he had to learn lots of things, that he questioned many of the taken for granted questions. And from there comes the very popular maxim, I'm sure you have heard of it or even, thought about it, which is, I know that I know nothing. And normally, on the first day of the program, whenever I address you or your predecessors, or when I meet my students of the MBA, I normally convey this same message to them. They're all very talented, as you are. You will see figures about your class later at Irai's presentation, and you will realize that most of you actually speak more than 2 languages, more than 3 languages. You have excellent academic backgrounds. You have international experience. So you have been very carefully selected. And despite all this, my message to you on the first day of the program is actually twisting a little bit Socrates' words and saying, you know nothing, you still have a lot to learn. Allow me to repeat it. You know nothing. You still have a lot to learn. And I'm very insistent on this maxim because the first beginning of any learning experience, particularly the one that you are now beginning, which is going to transform the way you see things, the way you access knowledge, the way you will get prepared to access your jobs or maybe to create your own company. But the best attitude, the best possible attitude is actually cultivating this sense of humbleness, of humility, realizing that our life is actually a learning journey. You're still very young, but you will realize when you reach my age that the best possible attitude is actually remaining students for your whole life. So allow me again, you know nothing, you still have a lot to learn. You're going to learn lots of things from many different sources. Of course, you will have and you will meet very talented faculty, excellent professors in many different areas. We have put together both academics who have an excellent research background, but we also bring practitioners, people who bring their first-hand experience from reality and who will share with you their very vivid experiences from their own jobs. But apart from the faculty, you will also learn a lot from your fellow students. You're coming actually from on campus, over 160 different nationalities, which actually makes the class and IE one of the most diverse communities worldwide. And this is actually a source of learning. And I encourage you actually not to associate yourselves or relate yourselves or become friends only with your fellow nationals. That doesn't actually add much value, let's be honest. But actually to look out for people who think differently from you, who come from different geographies, who have a different way of conceiving what is the good life or how to envision the world and the problems. So learn from this very rich diversity because it will become also a very powerful source of knowledge. And beyond this, what we very much emphasize at IE is that in line with what psychologists, cognitive psychologists have identified lately, is that there are many different forms of intelligence. Normally education paid just attention, paid just to a very single element, which was the IQ, you know, the intelligence coefficient, which was based mostly on the analytical skills. This is what, for example, the GMAT, in the case of business, does. So the question is that life and experience shows that success, both in terms of professional achievement as well as happiness, is not actually the result of being a genius. It's not the result of having a very high, top IQ, but actually it's a combination of having a strong analytical, but also emotional skills, emotional intelligence. In fact, if you look at the true leaders across all professions, what they have is a very strong emotional intelligence. They know how to lead other people. They know how to relate with their social fellows. But there's also many other forms of intelligence, as you know well. Spatial intelligence, which is particularly important for architects and designers. Even, you know, intelligence that have to do with applying very remote skills that very few people cultivate. So I'm mentioning this because in order to learn from your fellow students, you also have to realize that you can learn from people who are very different to you, who are not probably the ones that speak first in class, or who may excel, you know, in analytical skills, but they may be very strong in some other fields where you can actually learn as well. I'm going to ask two things from you on the first day of the program. The first one is that you work. The secret for success is, of course, effort, is dedicating the time, is not taking the shortcut. And this is why I very much emphasize that cheating is the wrong way to proceed, because, you know, the first person who loses is actually the cheater. The cheater is the person who's actually skipping the most exciting and most useful part of learning, which is actually learning itself and developing the skills that are going to be essential for your future professional success. This is why we very much emphasize artificial intelligence, and we will encourage you to use all the latest technology devices that you can actually implement in your work. But at the same time, we see AI not as a shortcut, not as replacing what you have to do, but actually as a helper. So time, dedication, and my second request is that you adhere to the ethical code, that you respect others and treat them as you would like to be treated yourself, and that you read carefully this ethics code and realize that we are very demanding in terms of, for example, attendance to class, or for example, in terms of respecting, the norms of academic regime. And we expect that you actually adhere to these standards, which are essential in order to preserve our community. I will finish by wishing you all the best for the future. You're going to enjoy the coming years, I'm sure. You're going to make long-lasting friends, as I was mentioning at the beginning. You will probably also make stronger friendships in some cases. But what I ask you is that you come to us in case you need any sort of help. We pay lots of attention to well-being, and you will receive sessions on how to strengthen your happiness, even how to take care of your nutrition. You have fitness centers here. So what I hope is that this is actually a well-rounded experience where you develop yourselves not just as excellent students and future professionals, but also global citizens and also happy people, very happy people. So class of 2029, welcome to IE and the best of lucks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Santiago. Those are very inspiring words. So without further ado, let's start with our next speaker, who is the head of undergraduate admissions and enrollment, Irais Soto. Please, a warm applause.
Good morning. You will soon learn that in Spain, it's morning until you have lunch. Dear students, distinguished president, guests, and authorities, on behalf of the admissions and recruitment teams, I'm honored and proud to welcome you to IE University and to this opening ceremony 2025. Today marks a milestone in your lives, and I imagine you're feeling a mix of emotions. Some of you are excited, others are nervous, anxious, maybe even a little scared. Most likely, it's all of this at once, and that's perfectly okay. Embrace those feelings, because you're about to begin a transformative stage in your life. Today, you will meet people who will become your closest friends, some like family, professors who will guide and challenge you, classmates who may one day become your business partners, co-founders, colleagues. This day is about you and about the journey that you're about to begin. So let's start by acknowledging the incredible community you're joining. Look around. Look around you right now. Each person here is entirely unique. And it's that diversity, that mosaic of perspectives, that makes IE University not just excellent, but exceptional. Last year, a school counselor in Cape Town told us, and I quote, "IE is for students who are truly ready to fly." Well, you'll soon understand why. Let's pause to recognize what you've achieved and allow yourselves to feel proud. You have completed an important academic journey, your high school years, with dedication and resilience. You stood out in a highly selective admissions process. You're now part of a world-class, purpose-driven university. And remember, many people dreamed of being here today. Make the most of this opportunity and don't take it for granted. Congratulations to you and to your families, parents, guardians. Their support was essential to this moment. Students, take a mental note. Gratitude goes a long way. And now that we know what you're capable of, don't get us wrong, our expectations are high. Let's talk about you, our truly global class of 2029-2030 for some of you. Over 2,500 new students. 89% of you are non-Spaniards, so our international students community. 122 nationalities that contribute to the total of 160 nationalities that we have on campus. In more detail, 40% of you come from other European countries, 15% of you were already living in Spain, 15% are coming from Latin America, 11% from North America, 14% of you are coming from Middle East and Africa, and 5% of you from Asia Pacific. The top 5 countries of origin are Spain, United States of America, France, Italy, and Germany. You are a multilingual class, and on average, you speak over 3 languages. These are some of the languages that you all speak. And your academic backgrounds are just as diverse. 35% of you graduated with the IB diploma, 20% of you with the American high school diploma, 3% with the Spanish bachillerato, and over 80 different educational systems are represented in this auditorium. This is a very balanced gender class, of course, according to your passports. 55% are female and 45% male. And you are incredibly talented. Among you are entrepreneurs, high-performance athletes, fashion bloggers, math Olympiad winners, model of United Nations leaders, and so much more. These numbers are impressive, but they don't show the full picture. There's so much more beyond this data. Your story, your voice, your journey, that's what will shape the next 4 or 5 years. Your passions, your challenges, your friendships, your growth. This is what will bring life to our classrooms, campuses, and community. So discover Madrid and Segovia. Both will be your home. Your experiences here will shape your education as much as your lectures will. As you've seen, IE is a place where the world comes together. So take this chance to step outside your borders and what you know, culturally, linguistically, personally. Ask your peers how things are done in their countries. Be curious, be open, be generous. To our Spanish students, help your new classmates feel at home. Share our culture, our language, our warmth. I would like to close with a very relevant final note. Success is not just about careers or grades. It's about balance. Don't forget the people who have been with you from the start. A call, a photo, a short message to someone who loves you can mean the world, no matter where you are. Also, don't forget to take care of yourself. Your well-being matters, and it's not a destination, it's a way of life. You are now part of our IE family. We're here to support you, challenge you, and walk alongside you. We couldn't be more excited to see what this class will achieve. You are what makes IE University extraordinary. We're lucky to have you. So welcome to IE, welcome to your journey, welcome class of 2029-2030. Let's make it unforgettable.
Thank you very much, Irais. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce Carolina Zorrilla, who is Head of Student Services. This is the person that is going to make your life very easy on Spain. So please, welcome her.
Good morning. Welcome, dear President, guests, and students. It's very nice seeing you all this morning. Congratulations on being here. Already, this is a great milestone. So, as Santiago and Irais were saying, you need to make the most of this experience, both academically and outside the classroom. But in order to do so, you need to make sure that the rest of it is covered. So, what does the Student Services Department do? We help you with everything related to your immigration status, accommodation, health insurance, phone, bank account, so anything that's outside the classroom and that you need to have while you're in Spain. So first of all, raise your hand if you have a European passport. Okay, great. So take your phone out and please scan that QR code. Great. So luckily, you didn't need to go through the visa process, but you do need to do something once you're here in Spain. You need to register with the Spanish authorities. It's not an urgent thing to do, but you need to do it, especially taking into account that you will need it if you want to take up an internship towards the end of your first year. So it happens a lot that the employer loves you, they want you to start the following day, and maybe you can't because you didn't go through this process. So please take it into account that it is vital that you start doing this as soon as possible, okay? If you have doubts, you can come to our department, but I believe the instructions here are well explained. Second, raise your hand if you have a non-European passport. Okay, great, almost half of you as well. So this is your turn. Please scan the first QR code. So if you have a non-European passport, you've probably been in touch with us several times throughout the past months, because we're the department that helps you process your visa. So if you haven't done so yet, please upload your visa to the platform so that we know that everything's gone well and that you're here. If you're a non-European student, you will need to go through a second process after obtaining your visa, for which you will find instructions on the second QR code. So please scan that as well in a new tab, because you will need to follow those instructions. If you're under 18, rest assured that we're going to accompany throughout the entire process. So you have already probably seen my name. I'm Carolina Zorrilla, as Saul mentioned. Yeah, and I'm probably the tutor of many of you. So if you're an under 18 student, we'll go with you to the appointments. You can let your parents know, even if you're over 18 as well, that we can have as many meetings as they need. We can go through the process, and they can rest assured that you're going to be assisted throughout the entire immigration process. How else can we help you? We can help you with your accommodation. I hope by now most of you have your accommodation sorted out, but that's something we can do. We can help you out with as well. If you can scan that QR code, you'll get access to all the resources you need for your life in Madrid. That'll be accommodation, health insurance, both private and the public one if you have a European passport, public transportation card, bank accounts, phone. If you want to get Spanish phone number, and this is something some of the students just mentioned on the corridors, you can even book it hire it online and pick up the SIM card upstairs on the 31st floor where our office is located. So I advise to do that because it's very convenient for all of you. Where are we located? We're in Segovia, which you probably won't need, but just in case you want to know. And we're on the 31st floor here in the tower. So we have a full dedicated team for all these matters. So if you want to have online calls, we're open to it. But if you want to pay us a visit, you're more than welcome. You don't need an appointment. So you can come anytime, 5 days per week, from 9 till 6. Okay? And if your parents are here still, they can also come and pay us a visit. Because sometimes we know that they want to talk about things that are of their interest, maybe some medical conditions you may have, or other topics that may worry them. Please ask them to come and visit us. And last but not least, this has been very brief. We have much more information to give you on the processes, on things we can help you with. We would like to also introduce the team, so please come to one of our landing sessions. Please scan the QR code, register in one of the sessions, and we'll solve your doubts there one by one, and then I'm sure that many of you will have the same doubts as well, so I highly recommend you attend one of them. So on behalf of the Student Services team, welcome to IE, welcome to Madrid. We hope we can help you throughout your 4 or 5 years here. If anything is the matter at some point, extracurricular things, please do not hesitate to come to us. And we hope you have a great 4 or 5 years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Carolina. So now it's time to learn a little bit more about well-being. And for this part and our next speaker, we're gonna first connect with Segovia. Are you over there?
Can you hear us?
Hello, hello. Hi, Elisa, how are you?
Hi, Saul. Good to see you again. How's everything going?
Perfect, but there's something in my head that I need to say out loud. You were mentioned about the cochinilla, but we have the bocata de calamares. So this is a war, basically. Well, and talking about food, something that is very important about nutrition and well-being, please join me in welcoming Lisa Beville, Director of the Center of Health and Well-being.
Hello, everyone, and I would also like to welcome you to IE. Thank you to our president, to our guests, to colleagues. It is truly an honor to be able to welcome you to IE. I'm grateful for this opportunity to stand here before you, grateful for your commitment to our community, and grateful for this institution who has been an innovator and at the forefront of bringing well-being into the institution. Now, many of you might be sitting there thinking, great, there's a lot of talk about well-being, but what does that mean? What does that mean for me? Well, I'd like to share with you our framework around the interconnection of body, mind, and soul. This is a way that we can take a holistic approach for leading ourselves. We want to acknowledge how important these elements are in terms of body, mind, and soul, how they are going to shape your lens of seeing the world, they're going to shape your experience, and you have absolute capacity to proactively and intentionally take ownership for your journey. This is day one of a new chapter and a wonderful chapter of development. It's day one of a new journey. And as with any journey, in a book you read, in a series you watch, you're going to have really high moments and also really low moments. That's all normal and part of the journey. What we want to do is to support you in creating the conditions to build your awareness about this interconnection of body, mind, and soul, and also support you in evidence-based practices that will allow you to have the skills to be able to maneuver and manage, and embrace and learn from all of these different experiences in this journey that you have here at IE, but also beyond. We often talk about in the order of body, mind, and soul, but I would like to focus first about soul. We want to go to a better and deeper appreciation of our values, recognizing how those values are going to play a role in your decision-making. Santiago spoke to us about ethics. Ethics is your own integrity, how you choose to live, and you have ownership for that. Of course, we wanted you to use all of the latest tools to support you in your learning. You have a choice of how you use those tools, and we hope you will use them in a way that is supporting your learning and that you feel is in alignment with your values and your personal ethical code. We also want you to consider the relationships that you have. As we've mentioned, gratitude is important. It's important to recognize the journey to this point, the people who have played a role in that journey, and the people who are around you, the relationships that you will develop over the next years. These relationships are fundamental to your overall life satisfaction, and we encourage you to take time to cultivate those relationships. You never know what relationships will come, but it does take practice to really build friendships and just acquaintances as well. And we encourage you to look beyond, as Santiago said, your own nationality to other nationalities and also other programs. and other people, your community of professors, the people around you at IE in different programs, and in Madrid. And then finally, we want you to consider your contribution. You form a key and integral part of this community. What is your contribution to this community? We have coming up the club fair, IE Day. We have many opportunities for you to engage and get involved. So we encourage you to be curious and consider what are those opportunities and intentionally decide what you'd like to explore, discover, and form a part of your journey and your experience here at IE. Now, beyond that, I do want to go to body and consider our vitality. You had a later start than some of your other cohort members who started at 8:30 this morning. You all know what it feels like to come to where you're expected to be tired, right? Or not feeling totally prepared. Well, that's going to be a lens that's going to shape your journey and your learning capacity. Not only your learning, but your ability to develop those relationships, to manage those emotions, all of those emotions that come. So we encourage you to consider sleep as part of your learning journey, as part of your studies. Because over the night, when you're sleeping, it's like hitting save on all of your studies. And it also sets you up to be able to take in the learning that's coming the next day. It's also a very important time for emotional processing. So if we're not giving ourselves the amount of sleep that we need, we're not able to process, and we take that forward and create more uncertainty and some of those uncomfortable emotions. So we encourage you to take sleep as a priority and build that into your life and your studies at IE. We also encourage you to consider recovery and how you take a break and consider other options, not just your studies, and having fun. Finally, we encourage you to move. Think about movement as integral to your studies as well. How you take use of the space, the sports and well-being spaces, how you consider your commute to IE and maybe building movement there, how you move throughout this tower. And beyond that, these elements of soul and body will contribute to your mind, your brain health, your cognitive functioning will be influenced by that connection to who I am, how I choose to be, how I care for my energy, which will allow you to focus your attention, to be able to take on those difficult challenges that study presents, and to be able to feel a sense of accomplishment from the hard work that comes with study. So I encourage you to not only build your awareness around a holistic approach to caring for yourself, leading yourself, because who you are and how you choose to show up will have an impact, a ripple effect in terms of the culture and community that we create here at IE, and of course beyond. We look to cultivate cultures that will have an impact in terms of a global perspective. So think about your ripple effect and being global citizens. We talk about well-being as balance, finding that balance around body, mind, and soul. We will always be in and out of balance, but we look to cultivate the practices that will help you to keep that balance. We talk about appreciation, so that gratitude, appreciation of the uniqueness of self, acceptance of self, and also appreciation, empathy, and perspective of others. And finally, that perspective not only of where others come from, but a longer-term perspective that will shape better decision-making and will help us in those challenging moments. Those uncomfortable emotions are fundamental to our learning. So embrace them. I welcome you. I'm grateful for you being here, and I wish you a wonderful journey with all of the ups and downs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lisa, and goodbye, Segovia. See you in a moment. So now it's time for our final speaker. He's one of your very own, and well, please help me welcome your student government president, Javier Rosales.
Thank you, Saul. Esteemed President and faculty, honored guests, and most importantly, our incoming class of students, welcome to IE. I'm Javier Rosales. I'm a fourth-year BBA student, and I have the honor of serving as president of the IE student government. Today is an incredibly exciting day for you because your life at this wonderfully special university starts right now, and for me because I get to welcome you to our home. You begin your journey at one of the most diverse, dynamic, and unique universities in the world. And for that, you are lucky. You are lucky to have chosen such a fast-paced university. An executive I met 2 years ago defined IE as young people in a rush. Everything at IE is new and constantly evolving and growing. In a world that's increasingly unpredictable and dynamic, the slow and the traditional are crushed by the wheel of change. But this university is young, it's agile, it's modern. We don't fear change, we thrive on it. You are lucky to be studying at such an international university, and luckier that it's one that defends the freedoms of academia. Many universities around the world today are burdened by a dominant ideology that stifles free speech and limits open debate. A common belief system challenges innovation, suppresses diverse perspectives, and hinders critical thinking. You won't find this at IE. All opinions, all perspectives, and all beliefs have a place here. At IE, ideas are challenged, not silenced, and intellectual diversity is celebrated, not restricted. This is a place where your voice matters and where you will be encouraged to think critically and innovate boldly. You are lucky to have chosen a university with such incredible history in architecture. Our Segovia campus is 800 years old, 3 times older than the US. And our Madrid campus is 5 years young and the second tallest campus in the world, taller than the pyramids and the London Eye. The contrast between the campuses is striking and unlike anything anywhere else. Now, I keep saying you're lucky, but you're not. You earned your place at IE through your hard work and determination throughout high school, and you should be proud. So for that, let's give you a big round of applause. Now, I want to give you 3 practical and slightly informal tips as you begin your journey. The first, guys, you are in Spain, so please learn Spanish. A lot of people here don't speak English, and a gracias, por favor, o me das un piti go a long way. Spanish is practical, it makes you more employable, and it sounds pretty damn sexy. My recommendation to learn, get yourself a Spanish boyfriend or girlfriend, or both if that's your thing. My second tip, sorry professors, but guys, go absolutely crazy with nightlife and social plans these first 2 weeks. You only get 1 freshers month, and later on you'll have to settle down to excel in academics, and it'll be much harder to meet people. But these next 2 weeks, say yes to everything, drink responsibly, and don't get with anyone in your class. My third and final tip, get to know your student government. We're not only a group of incredibly good-looking, intellectual, and humble students, but also a kind and helpful resource that is here to ensure you have the best possible time at university. We are here to listen to your concerns, advocate for your needs, and work tirelessly to ensure that every one of you has the opportunity to succeed and thrive. Before I leave, I want you to do something that you've been asked already, but I want you to look around. Look at the people next to you, in front of you, and behind you. And I know it's awkward, guys, but do it. You know, just a little turn here, a little turn there. Okay. Thank you. Today, these people around you are strangers. But after having met hundreds of alumni, I can tell you right now what these strangers will become. The strangers around you will become your support systems, your best friends, and your partners in your ventures. Some may become the best man or maid of honor at your wedding, the man or woman you marry, or the godparents to your children. From today, you have a new family, a family you get to choose. From today, your adult life begins, and you get to choose what you do with it. From today, a new you is born, and you get to choose who you're going to be. The choices you make will define your path. Choose wisely. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you, Javier. Those are very smart and wise words, especially about the boyfriends and girlfriends. So, guys, girls, take a note. So, someone just lost an iPhone. Does anybody knows who? We have a person. Everybody should check right now. We have a phone lost over there. So, if you are the person that lost the iPhone, I have it. It's very funny. I'm not going to ask you to come to the stage to pick it up, because it's your first day of classes, but I'm going to be here with your phone, so I'm going to give a clue. It has a green sticker on it. So if that's your case, pick it up. But, well, I would like to ask, before going to the next stage of the ceremony, do we have people from Mexico here? You have to scream when I say Mexico. Do I have people in Mexico? Those are good guys. And we have people from Spain? Ole. And we have people from North America? Lisa is from there, perfectly. Well, I am not going to do the 160 different nationalities because the ceremony will be over. But it's also crucial for you to have that in mind. And also have in mind that you're going to have a lot of different activities regarding or in the following up next days. Those events are crucial for us, for you to assist, because that is the way you're going to be inserted in the community of the university. If you haven't noticed, I'm gaining a little bit of time because we're waiting for Segovia, that they took a couple of minutes, but well, they are asking me to give more time, to earn more time. So do anybody knows a good joke around here? No. Well, you're gonna have also the chance to take a tour of the university. This is very important. If you haven't done it in the past few days or during your enrollment process, I would recommend you to go for it. There are a lot of very nice corners of the university that are important for a visit. Starting for the pool, we always want people to swim in the pool because that's the only way we're gonna keep it forever. I'm afraid that someone they say no, take the water out of there because no one is swimming. Also check the cafeterias that are around the tower, and also check the campuses that we have back in downtown in Madrid. Over there, those are campuses for master levels, but also are part of your university, so it's important for you to get to know where they are located. So over there, we're ready in time? Perfect. So let's keep it on with a video that we have prepared for all of you. And this is a video that is talking about the tower. As I was mentioning you, there are amazing corners. So enjoy it.
Welcome aboard the IE Tower. Please pay attention to the crew's instructions. There is no need to show a boarding pass. The entry process uses facial recognition. Smile. Access to your classrooms is on the right, and the staff elevators are on the left. The IE Tower has a whole series of spaces to give you a sky-high experience. At the cafeteria on floor -3, you'll find plenty of delicious food. And there are coffee corners on floors 4, 10, 16, and 22. Every floor has bathrooms, as well as one accessible toilet. Floor -4 is a hub for inspiration. Get your projects off the ground in the Creativity Center and the Art Room, or wing it in the Music Room and the Piano Lounge. You'll also find the auditorium here. There's no turbulence here, but if you want extra movement, you'll find the Athletic Center with its own entrance on floor -4. The classrooms are located on floors 3 through 23. And finally, just outside, you'll find a range of commercial areas. If you're lost, download a complete map of the IE Tower through the app. In the event of an emergency, please use the emergency exits. Throughout the tower, you'll find countless corridors with numerous bins and recycling areas. Please use them. Use the elevators if you're tired, late, or don't want to bump into anyone on the stairway. Otherwise, go for the stairs. They even have calorie counting signs. On behalf of the entire crew, we thank you for your attention and for only looking at your cell phone that one time. We wish you a happy day and a happy stay at the IE Tower.
Amazing. Well, maybe we open our new airline. That will be a good business line. So let's, without further ado, we have another video prepared for you. This video is also very interesting because it's about the city that you're about to experience. I just made some maths on the last couple of months, and there's this amazing study. If you want to get to know all the bars, cafeterias, and restaurants that Madrid offers in 1 year, you have to visit 7 per day. So prepare the American Express, the visa, and enjoy those days over there. And well, without further ado, let's go and check this video about Madrid.
You only need to visit Madrid once to know that Madrid is culture, art, food, sports, nature, adventure, museums, monuments, theater, parks,
And terraces.
and tapas. And terraces and tapas, shops, luxury, fashion, and yeah, that's all great.
Like really, really great.
But what's a million times better than visiting Madrid?
Go on, tell them.
Studying in Madrid. Boom! Because living in Madrid means going all out, out, out. But it also means taking it all in. Breaking out of your routine to get into nature, studying outside, under the shade of a tree, jump, have fun! Go out. Stand out. Never miss out.
Dive in, pitch in, join in.
And never stop.
Ever.
Ride a bike, get a train, take the metro, use a scooter, walk around, or chase the bus. Because in Madrid, every option works out. Go shopping, try things out. Como mola.
I know.
You meet up with classmates, explore hidden gems, taste new flavors. Hey, that's my favorite place to meet. And meet people wherever you go.
I got a ticket. Come.
You dance, you sing. What a view.
Wow.
You can say that again.
Wait, what were we talking about? Oh, Madrid, right?
No, we were talking about studying in Madrid. Boom! Because in Madrid, the inspiration never runs out. Are you in?
Inspiration never runs out. So, well, we are almost closing the ceremony. Don't you worry, you're going to have time to move later on. And we have to connect with Segovia. Are we ready to jump up there? Because when the time comes, I'm going to ask you to scream again. We have to show that we are the most energized campus from both of them. So I hope you have good amount of coffee, good amount of Coca-Cola or whatever you need. And let's go to say hi to Segovia. Elisa, are you there?
To connect with our Madrid peers as well to say goodbye. Let's see if Saul is here.
Yes, we're here. Okay, and Madrid campus is here?
Amazing, Saul. Great energy over there as well. Let's also show Saul and thank him for his time today by giving a big, big round of applause for our Madrid team.
And finally, a good applause for Elisa back in Segovia. Goodbye, Elisa.
Thank you so much, Saul. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great first week, everyone. Looking forward to seeing you at the Hay Festival, too, here in Segovia. We hope to see you there.
Bye.
Amazing. Thanks.
Okay, so
everyone.
they're gone? Perfect, they're gone. Before saying goodbye, we have, well, the Campus Life and student government, they have prepared a mixer at the Castellana Garden. So you're more than welcome to join to the event. It's a perfect occasion to meet the students from other different programs, have fun activities, and have something to drink and eat. Thank you very much, and enjoy those next years. Goodbye.